Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Christina Daly from the Department of ECE. I'm going to discuss about the convolutional codes. Already in the previous lecture series, we have discussed about the various types of the codes. Now, the next code is the convolutional code. The main purpose of the convolutional codes is to make the data, data, that is digital communication, reliable. So before going to this convolution code, we have to know what do you mean by convolutional codes. They ensure our messages get through loud and clear. So it should be reliable from one person to the another person. Communication errors due to the noise. So what are all the types of the noise that has been occurred when we transmit the data? Means environmental noise. Another one will be the signal corruption. If it is an environmental noise, what happens? The external sounds will interfere with the signal. If it is signal corruption, noise alters the original message. So these are all the noises that happens in the communication. We have to define the clear communication mission. So the ultimate goal of our mission is the clear communication. The next thing we have to understand that the third one is the noise resilience. The messages remains the despite interference. So these are all the things we are defining that the ideate strategy. While we are coming to that of the ideate strategies, we are having four process, that is encode message, we have to transmit the message, the third one is the receive message, and finally we are having the decode message. So in this slide, what we are going to say means, we are encoding the data and we are decoding the data. What happens when we encoded the data while transmitting? So this is what we have to take, what are all the ideas in the convolutional codes. The next one, we are going to see the redundancy. Redundancy, already we know that extra bits can be added. So for what purpose the extra bits may be added means, it is for the reliability process. And if there is any messages, if there is any message loss, there should be a robust communication. So whatever the original information that can be conveyed is to be retrieved in the receiver side. This is the convolutional encoding process. As in the previous slide, I have mentioned that the redundancy, that is extra bits are added to the sequence. The next one will be the encoded message. What is the encoded message we are sending? At the same time, the redundancy has been added, and finally it is given to that of the bits. After that, the original messages has been retrieved. So this is the function of the convolutional code. This is the encoding process cycle. So first one, we are starting the message. So some data, with the some data, we are going to start the message. The next part is we are going to apply the encoding rule. So we are having so many encoding rules in the convolutional. At the same time, we are having the error correction and the detection techniques. So what are all the encoding part we are applying in the message that will be generated in the encoded message. So again, we have to transmit the data, and finally we are retrieving the process. So this is a decoding process. So here in the decoding process, the original message is extracted from the correct sequence. And in error detection, in error detection, the decoder uses extra bits to fix the errors. So this is the decoding process that have been used. If we want to know the difference between the decoded message and the noisy message, means after the decoding, it will be in the form of clear message. If it is before decoding, the message will be in the form of noisy. Where we are using this application, where we are using the convolution means, there are some applications. The first one is the noise reduction. It minimizes the interference for the better signal reception. The next one is the satellite communication. It enhances signal clarity for the distant transmissions, and we are using in the mobile phones, which improves the call quality. So this is the mind map in the convolutional codes. and what are all the errors that has been occurred, and we are defining the strategy and the clarity. Convolutional codes always difference from the block codes. Why means it has to generate the output bits. So for the convolutional encoder, we are having some of the memory elements. So here 2 will be the output of the second thing. Thank you.